She's like, no, I don't. I have schizophrenia. I hear voices in my head and I like harm myself sometimes. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alexis Davis and I'm back with a new video. So as you guys know, I've been doing Vlogmas this year. This is my first year ever doing Vlogmas. Like, I've always wanted to do it. Just growing up watching YouTube, watching people like Alicia Marie, Adeline, so many freaking YouTubers do Vlogmas, and I knew it was kind of hard, like just hearing their like situations, their stories, and just the idea of Vlogmas, like uploading every single day, is a lot of work. I know, like I've said it before, I have a full-time job, so vlogging and working full-time and editing your videos and taking thumbnails and traveling to work and from work and living your everyday life is hard. I've been doing it, but I'm gonna be honest, I did fall behind a little bit and had to, like, you know, make some videos in like one day. Today's like video and then like the next video I make is gonna be like in the same setting, just so you know, so you're not like, girl, you just like, how is this two separate videos? It's two separate videos. I'm giving y'all story time videos because y'all love the story time videos and I love making them. Today's story time video is based on like my college years and things I've, you know, went through. This story is about one of my roommates that I live with when my freshman year, like first coming into college. So let me give y'all a little bit of background information so this all makes sense. I went to Buffalo State College from 2014 to 2018. Going into Buffalo State, I had no friends. Like, I didn't go into college with anybody that I already knew or nothing like that. There was like a Facebook page for like the freshman class at Buffalo State College when I first got there, so I was on the Facebook page. Right before I got to college, we had to figure out roommates, and they had this thing on like the Buffalo State Facebook page where you could, like, you know, talk to people, figure out who you want to be roommates with, and then hit up the campus and let them know. So it was one girl that I found on there, and she was actually looking for one other person because she had a friend that she was coming in with. We're gonna use different names because I just want to protect the identities of the people that I'm, you know, talking about in this story, because honestly I did not get full permission to, you know, tell these stories, but this is my experience, okay? And I'm giving myself permission to let you guys know. The girl that hit me up, let's call her Stacey. She's like, I have a friend. Her friend, let's call the friend Beth. Stacey and Beth are friends, so we move in together. I actually made a friend on the Facebook page too, but me and her weren't roommates. Like, she already had her roommates or her situation or something like that, but we ended up being right next door to each other. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I got my roommates and I got my friend who's literally right next door to me. When we first get there, like, first of all, the drive to Buffalo State was like a long ass drive, but that's another story. We finally get to campus. I meet up with Stacey and Beth, and we're like, oh, hey, like, so we're like, let's figure out our rooms. Like, how do we get, like, our key and stuff? They do, like, these random, like, drafts or random picks or whatever. So you could pick, like, if you're going to have a single bed, if you're going to have the top bunk or the bottom bunk. Because Buffalo State allowed so many students that year, they had triples in the room. Like, if you didn't get that already, like, it was 3 of us, it's triple rooms. It's usually doubles, like there's usually 2 single beds, but because they accepted so many people, they did a single bed and a bunk bed in one room, and the rooms are so small. This is insane. God loves me, and he gave me the single bed. So I'm like, hey, got the single bed. Hey, got the single bed. Oh, you know what? No, I actually got the bottom bunk. I got the bottom bunk, and Stacey was like, she didn't want the bottom bunk because she wanted, I think, like, the bottom bunk came with like a closet. The single bed came with like this armoire, and then the other closet was for the top bunk. She was like, I prefer a closet, so I would take the bottom bunk. I was like, cool, I'll take a single and I'll take a little armoire. Like, I don't even care. I don't even have that much stuff anyways. So I'm like, that's fine. Oh, and then Beth, she took the top bunk and one of the closets, but whatever. We finally get to our room. Our parents are like helping us unpack. I'm not gonna lie, I am ready to get lit. Like, I'm ready. I'm like in college. Like, what the fuck, bro? So I'm ready for my parents to leave. Like, love y'all and all, but bye. I also stole some liquor from my mom too, so I was nervous that she was gonna go in my suitcase and find it. So I was trying to get lit, trying to have a good time. Beth is a little weird with her parents. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, everybody's parents is helping them unpack. Beth's parents are trying to come in and vibe and help unpack, and Beth is a bitch. Like, Beth is just like snappy with her parents. Like, she's like, can you not? And me, like, I'm not like that with my parents. Like, I don't be getting crazy like that. And Stacey, yeah, she don't give me like the vibes that she be getting crazy with her mom or anything like that too. So our parents, like me and Stacey's parents, are looking at each, like, we all looking at each other like, she tripping. Like, parents leave, me and Stacey ready to get buck wild. Like, we are like, let's go all around campus, let's see, like, let's just like socialize. Beth is in the room. Like, Beth does not want to leave the room. Like, she's just like, she needs a minute. She's just like, I think either she didn't leave the room or she went back with her parents for like dinner or something. So we was like, oh, whatever, bye. Then when we came back, she was like in the room super depressed, like lights off, just in there. So we're looking at her like, bro, we in college. Have you seen the niggas? They look good. Like, we outside, sis. She like, I have a boyfriend and I just really missed him, and like crying and stuff. So me and Stacey trying to like be nice, you know. We're like, oh, you know, like, at least come out with us though. Like, you don't want to be like stuck in a room. Like, she's like, no. So we're like, all right, bye, girl, because we're not sitting in here with you, crybaby. Next day, me and Stacey wake up, we like, we about to go back outside again because classes haven't started yet. People are actually like moved in now, and parents are like, some of them are gone. So Beth is in the room still depressed. Like, nobody has time for this. We like, and she was telling us like she honestly feel like she can't do it, like she can't be here, like she wants to leave and go home. So I'm like, okay, ew. So we're just looking at her like, okay, like, this is all right, well, whatever you want to do, we support it. We come back, she is ready to leave. Like, she is like, I'm going home. Like, I feel like I want to go home. So she links back with her parents and she stay in a hotel with them because they didn't fully leave yet. Low-key, I feel like her mom knew that she was going to come back, which if I was a parent, I would beat your ass, because there's like, I just paid for you to come to school, just got you all moved in, and you want to leave over a boy. Like, I remember waking up and she was like moving her stuff, like packing some of her stuff. Then she's like, hey girls, I just wanted to talk to you, like I think I'm just gonna leave and go back with my parents. So me and Stacey just like sitting there listening to her. Like, so it's me and Stacey, we have like our own room now. Like, we lit. She has a bottom bunk, nobody's on the top bunk. I have the single. We was doing this for like a good 2 weeks where it was just us two, and we was like, oh my god, we're not gonna have anybody else come in here because everybody has their rooms already. Like, nobody's moving out, like nobody's moving around, like we good. One day I am in our lounge area because in Porter, I think there's 8 floors. Every floor has like a lounge area, like a living space that everybody can come out from their rooms and like chilling. I was out there and I was heating up some cup noodles because that's all I could afford at the moment. I remember seeing this girl. She looked a little awkward girl, pulling one of those, like, what do you call those things where you put all your luggage on top and you could like move it? It has wheels. I don't know what it's called, but like a pulley. I think it's called a pulley. You could tell she's about to move into a new room, and she's going the direction that my room is, and it's not a lot of rooms down there. And it probably, like, if she came off the elevator and went this way, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms down there. I'm like, oh my god, please no, please no. So I'm trying to hurry up with my cup soup. I'm doing all the things in the microwave, take my cup soup out. I'm going to my room. Don't see the girl anymore, so I'm like, where did she go? Go in my room, and this girl is in my fucking room. I'm looking at Stacey like, bruh. Stacey's like, this is our new roommate. I'm looking at her like, fuck this. Like, no, like, they can't just do. I'm so upset. My friends are in the room with Stacey and this new girl. We're not going to use her name. We're going to give her the name Vicky. Vicky is in there. Vicky has already, like, she already introduced herself. But from the time that I left the microwave to come to the room, she already introduced herself. She already told my friends that she Like, she already gave them her whole life story, pretty much. She told them that she was having issues with her old roommates, how she couldn't live there anymore, how, like, right out of high school, she was in, like, a mental hospital. Like, she was like that she has mental issues. It was just, like, so much that, like, I just got there and they're looking at me like, this is your roommate. I'm looking at her like, hi. She's like, hi, I'm Vicky. I'm like, hey, what's up, Vicky? Like, Vicky goes about her day, like, she leaves her stuff in the room and then she goes back, I guess, to get more stuff. When she dips, we're talking about her because we're like, what the fuck? Like, so now they're telling me that the girl just came out of a mental institution and how she has, like, issues and how she takes medication and how she just told everybody this, like, within 5 seconds. Me and Stacey, like, we gonna have to talk to, like, a RA or something because she can't live here with us. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna come in here and tell us all your issues like that. Like, at least, like, let us get to know you first and then tell us. Like, no discrimination towards anybody with mental issues. I have mental issues, but I'm not gonna meet, like, people for the first time and tell them, like, within a minute. So, especially if you have to live with these people, that's too much. So, like, me and Stacey went downstairs because there's, like, an office area where, like, RAs are, people who just are, like, in charge or whatever. We tell them our issues, like, hey, you know, we've been living together for, like, a minute. We were cool with that. We don't mind having another roommate, but our roommate is a little off. Like, she told us all these things and we just met her. Like, who is she? Like, should we be concerned for our safety? They tell us,
oh no, she's fine. She just has narcolepsy. Like, she just, you know, she falls asleep sometimes.
I guess that's her mental issue. So we're like, oh, we just got a little sleepy bitch. Like, we're nothing crazy. Like, she just be falling asleep. You make sure she good, she don't fall asleep, bump her head. So that's what we're thinking. Now at this point, we've been living with Vicky for, like, maybe 2 weeks now, just kind of getting to know her. Like, she's very into, like, animes and, like, Japanese culture. So she watches, like, a lot of, oh, is it Japanese or Korean? One of those two, or both, maybe both. Like, she used to just watch, like, different shows. She wasn't really social. Like, she didn't have many friends come to the room. She never really went out to parties. No, she never went out to any parties. Like, she would watch us get ready and go out to parties, and then, like, when we come back, she's either still watching her shows or she sleep. Like, she was very to herself. So one day she comes from class and she's like, oh my god, I'm just so tired. Like, my class was so early this morning, like, I just need a nap. So Stacey goes, oh no, like, that's fine. Like, that shouldn't that be, like, normal for you? And she's like, what do you mean? And she's like, because you have, like, narcolepsy, like, isn't that normal for you to, like, you know, just be tired? The way Vicky looked at her, like, bitch, what? She was like, narcolepsy? She's like, yeah. She was like, what is that? Me and Stacey just like, what you mean with that? That's what you have. She's like, no, I don't. I have schizophrenia. I hear voices in my head and I, like, harm myself sometimes. Me and Stacey are like, huh? Like, what? She's like,
who told you I had narcolepsy?
and we're like, when we first met you, whatever, like, we was nervous and we went downstairs and we was talking to them and we was asking them, like, about you, and they said that you had narcolepsy. So now she's pissed off because she's like, why are they even disclosing my mental issues or whatever? And I don't even have narcolepsy. Like, what are they even talking about? So we're like, what you mean you hear voices? So now at this point, we're all confused. Like, we're just all in a circle confused. I know people who have schizophrenia in my life, but I've never really lived in a room far, far away from my family with somebody who is schizophrenic. They just, like, left the mental hospital like a couple of months ago before college and came here and told me that they harmed themselves. How I know you're not gonna harm me too? Then we're like, okay, this girl lives with us. What are we, like, how can we resolve this, or at least do something that's gonna make us feel a little bit more comfortable? Like, you know, Vicky stayed on top of her medication. She communicated with us. We were very trying to be as understanding as we could be. Like, after living with her for maybe a few more weeks, I would say it just was, like, normal as far as, like, having multiple voices in her head. Like, she didn't show us multiple personalities. Her, like I told you, her social skills is messed up and it was starting to affect us. She would be around our friends. One time, my separate friend group, it was 4 of us. Stacey had her own separate friend group, and sometimes we would hang out together, like our friend groups would hang out together. One of the friends in my friend group, I'm not gonna lie, sis was like very social. She was the complete opposite from Vicky. Like, she was on some whole other shit, to the point that like she was not doing her work. And it was bothering me because I'm like, girl, like, we're all doing our work. I don't want you to fall behind. Like, I'm not that type of friend to just let you fall behind and then, like, you know, just party with you. Was I very toxic back in college? Yes. Let's just put that out there. I was very messy. We had like a conversation in my room about my one friend, and mainly it was me talking. I'm not gonna lie, mainly it was me. And I was saying like, yo, like, she's gonna fucking flunk and be a freshman all over again, and we're gonna be sophomores. Like, she need to get her shit together. Like, I'm not really gonna be rocking with no girl that's not on her shit. Like, that's not me. We're just talking about her classes and stuff, and how she's just not going to them, or she's like always running around with guys, or just like doing the most. So I'm like, because I am messy, but I am a real ass bitch, I was like, we're gonna talk to her about it. I had the intentions on talking to the girl and being like, what is going on with you in school? Why the fuck did Vicky go to this girl before I did? Vicky wasn't even in the conversation. It was me and my two other friends. Vicky just happened to be in the room. The friend comes to my room when I'm not there, and Vicky's
Like, hey, like, you know, I'm just really concerned with you doing your work and stuff. Like, if you ever need help, like, come and talk to me, because the girls is in here talking up.
threw us like, this is the bus. She threw us so under, like, we was like deep underneath the bus. And the friend is furious because she's like, first of all, why you bitches in my business? Second, why y'all talking about me? Third, y'all got Vicky coming to me, talking to me. Like, nah. So she's tight. So I'm like, me and the girls going back and forth, like, you know, cause she's mad at me, I'm mad with her, because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, you're not even doing your work. So we're like, it just kind of made our friendship awkward. And then I went back to my room and went the fuck off on Vicky, like, mind your business. I don't care if I'm in here talking about killing somebody tomorrow. Mind your fucking business. Nobody's talking to you. So now I'm on shit with Vicky too. Like, now I'm not talking to you anymore, which made Vicky very upset because she's not as social. So now she's going to Stacey, like, hysterically crying, like, she's just like, she feels so bad or whatever. Like, I'm a softie. So at some point I'm like, whatever, like, Vicky, like, I'm mad, but whatever. Like, I don't hate you. I'm just mad, because why would you do that? Like, that's not what you do. Like, if we are in this room together, we are roommates. We have separate friends, but we are roommates. We hold each other down, okay? Like, there has to be some type of, like, line, and you crossed it. Don't do it again. Me and my friend later on, you know, we got a little bit better, but never to where we were before. Vicky is just like, we trying with Vicky. Remember I said that the girl doesn't go out either. Like, Vicky does not go out. She doesn't really do her hair like really cute. It was a party. I was going to a separate party with my friends, and Stacey was going out with her friends, and Stacey actually wanted to bring Vicky with her. Like, she was like, girl, like, you always in this room. Let's go out. Like, we're gonna get you did up, girl. Like, come with us. Vicky's like, no. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna watch my shows. They're like, no, get up. We're gonna find you something cute. So they find her, you know, something pretty cute. They put the cute little ankle boots on her. Like, she got little fitted jeans, cute little top. They like brush her hair out. They try to like straighten it because she always got it in a bun. So they like straighten it and whatever. She's all cute. She feeling herself. She in the mirror like, like, so we're like, you about to go out. I'm looking at Stacey like, you are such a good like person. Like, and Stacey, I'm not gonna lie, she got some bitchy ass ways. Like, Stacey, she's a little bitch, but that's my bitch. That's my bitch. But I was looking at her like, y'all so cute. Like, I just knew that Stacey and Vicky was gonna be friends. Even though they bump heads a lot. Like, I didn't really bump heads with Vicky or Stacey. Like, me and Stacey never had any issues. Me and Vicky, we had that little moment. And sometimes we would have little, like, other little moments. But I was like, y'all really about to be friends. So they take Vicky out. Vicky have a good old time. They party it up. They come back to the room. They like, we was having fun. It was lit. Like, now we actually really accepting Vicky. Like, she's one of the girls. Like, we were all friends, okay? We were like really good friends until junior year of college. After sophomore year, I decided to live with my friends, and Stacey ended up living with her friends too. But the dorm rooms that we moved into could fit 4 people. So I lived with like one of my friends and then 2 random girls, and then Stacey lived with 3 of her friends, no, 2 of her friends and Vicky. Sometimes I would be walking on campus and I would actually run into the 2 of them, and I'll be like, oh my god, like, hey, we would chit chat, we would catch up, we would like hang out sometimes too, because I didn't live with them, like we wouldn't really see each other as much anymore. Vicky decided one day to flip on Stacey. Stacey had a falling out with her friends, and you would think Vicky would, you know, ride out for Stacey. Vicky was with the friends. Right. So it's big Vicky K. That's how we feel over here. Stacey, that's my bitch. Stacey, if you watching this, I love you. Yeah, that was my freshman year. That was my crazy roommate story. Moral of the story is never judge a book by its cover. Just because somebody has a mental illness doesn't mean that they're like any different from you. Like, the only real difference between me and Vicky was her social skills. Other than that, she was very much normal. Like, we treated her like she is normal because she is freaking normal. She may have an illness and we accept that, and we, you know, accommodate her with that. But like, you're normal. Like, nothing's wrong with you like that. Like, we're gonna treat you like you're one of our friends. And she ended up being one of our friends and then flip-flopped on us, so she is not one of our friends today. But anyways, that's the end of this video. I'm not gonna drag this out, but yes, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You're gonna have like another video in like a few minutes because I'm about to record it, edit these 2 together, and then upload them together. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.